Hello and welcome to Shop Talk with Dan the Man. In today's video we're going to dive into a multi-video series, and that is building my kids a playhouse. At first I called it a tree house, but you'll see in this video that I won't be using a tree to attach it to, so it will be ultimately a playhouse about 6 feet up in the air. So stay tuned and watch this video, and then I have a bunch more to follow. So what I'll do is I'll take this video and the other videos and I'll put them all together in the end for one solid video, and I'll also make a playlist that you can watch if you want to watch them back to back. So stay tuned to find out more. Hello, if you're new to this channel, my name is Dan Shannon. I enjoy woodworking as a hobby and being out in the shop. On this channel, dive deep into my shop as we explore tools and tool reviews, as well as chatting about everything related to woodworking. If this grabs you by the tool belt, please subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this. Today's video, I am starting the floor joists. So I'm measuring the boards, the 2x6, getting them framed around the perimeter, making sure it is very level, using clamps to hold it because I'm working by myself. And once I get the clamps and the 2x6 the proper spot, I am tacking it with a framing nailer that I have, and after that's done I'll cut off the 4 6x. So I have the joists all put in place on the floor, as you can see there, and now I need to secure the ends. So how I'm going to do that is I have my sub-compact brushless Ridgid one, and I have a socket on the end, and I'm going to go on each post, so my 6x6, and I'm going to put 2 leg bolts, both top and bottom, to secure this way better. So here's the leg bolt I'm going to be using. It is a 6-inch, so that will go through the 2x6 and then grab into the 6x6. So that's just an extra precautionary. I do have framing nails attached, so it's really strong now, but I just wanted to go to the extra step because there's going to be a lot of weight, and just like a deck, you want to make sure everything is secure. Okay, I just wanted to show you my setup. So I got my saw here. You see me set it up. This is the Ridgid cordless 7¼ inch sliding miter. So I got my stand, got it all set up, and then I have my wood pile right next to it so I can grab my wood and bring it to the saw, get it cut, and then run it over to my project, which is the kids playhouse. Called it a tree house at first because I was going to use a tree, but then I switched, like I mentioned, and turned it into just a playhouse that was 6 feet up. So let's go over to that and I will show you what I've done since the last video. So there's the setup I was referring to. There is the lumber, and then over here and behind my woodshed is the play structure. So, as you remember from the previous video, I had the 4 posts put in and the cross bracing, and you can see now that I have the floor joists installed and I got my leg bolts put on. You can see here on the corners, both sides, those were installed. And I got my joist stringers put in, so you can see that. I also did double blocking in my 2 cross members into the 6x6. So I'm going to go through today and finish up structuring the floor, making sure it's nice and solid. So over on this side, I will put 2 blocks, one here and one there, just to match this side. And then I will run double blocking for my joist stiffeners. So they're about 30 inches in, I'll do 2x6 right across, and then further up another 30 inches will give me another block. So what that does is, over time, if you have any twisting of your floor joists, they will keep them stiff and there'll be no issues. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, cut those, get those installed, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, it's starting to come together. I'm really happy with the project so far. It's starting to look really nice. And then I'm going to do some bracing. So once these cross bracing are removed, I'm going to put a knee brace, they call it. So from here, about 2 feet down, and then it will join into the top plate. So that'll just keep it stiff and allow for more structural integrity over time. And since it's 6 feet up, we definitely want to make sure this doesn't have any issues in the future. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start on the blocking and get that all arranged. shop, and I got my planer set up just inside the door, so the shavings will go on the outside. I will show you that now. So I got my boards all planed down. They're rough cuts, so I didn't want the kids to get a lot of splinters, so I needed to mill one of the sides down. So that's what I did out here in the shop. So I'll bring you outside and show you what the finished product looks like. So we're outside, and this is what the finished product looks like. I have all the one side. I don't need to do the bottom side because that will be on the underneath and the kids won't be using that. So I just need to do the one side so they don't get splinters all in their little knees and hands. And as you can see there on the ground, there's some pile of sawdust chips from the planer, and I'm glad that I brought it just outside the door so I can have less mess in my shop for shavings to clean up. So yeah, I will grab these boards and we'll get them put in place on my floor. I'm very happy with the quality. Thanks again, Brother Joel, for the milled boards, and I was able to clean them up really nice so I could use them for the floor. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you learned a little bit about structure builds and enjoyed this content. Please give me a thumbs up. Say that you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, please leave the comments below. Maybe you've built something for your kids and you love to share that. Or maybe you don't have kids and you've also built something that is pretty cool. Leave those comments below as well. I'd love to hear back from you. And if you're not already and you'd like to be part of the Shop Talk family, please click on that subscribe link down below. We'd love to have you on board to talk about carpentry, woodworking, shop projects, tool reviews. Doesn't matter how big or how small your shop is, just get out and enjoy it. And if you're like me and you have other projects outside of the shop, just get out there and build those and enjoy those as well. Until next time, I will talk to you later and have yourself a great day.